967, coming back at you with another video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys another little update about the channel, probably go over some little background history about the truck. Yeah, so obviously we talked about in our last video what kind of truck, 2014 Ram 2500 and the things that we kind of have got done to it. I want to do a more in-depth review of the truck. But yeah, just first thing I want to kind of hit on is future plans for the truck. I got the Wehrle Custom Fab 2nd Gen swap already with the S467.7 and the Steed Speed manifold, and I'm on stock fuel right now. My tuning is going to be done by Double R Diesel. I want to say he's out of North Carolina as well. Ray out there, excellent customer service, great guy to deal with, always responds quickly with any questions I may have when it comes to tuning. Done an impeccable job with every time I email him a stock file and small upgrades that I come up with. He gets it right back to me so fast. So never had any hiccups with the tuner. He installed the software, everything's been easy. Just used my wife's Microsoft-based computer, and everything's turned out pretty good. So the first stage of the truck build, that when I first got the truck, was just doing the deletes. I say deletes, say removing emissions equipment. So I ordered everything. So I got the MM3 tuner from Double R Diesel, and with his tune software, and then I got the 5-inch Flow Pro exhaust with no muffler. Did the no muffler. Truck sounded great. Once I 2nd gen swapped it, it got real drony real quick. So that's one thing I've fixed recently. The EGR stuff, I didn't really remove it right at first. I just left it on there. It's just hard parts that I had to take off. With me being gone all the time, I just didn't have the time to break into it, remove it all. It just wasn't in the time frame. So eventually I got around to it. Removing the EGR was simple. I mean, there wasn't anything to that at all. So the hardest part was removing the EGR cooler off the top of the actual engine itself, or excuse me, the manifold, those 4 bolts that hold it in, and then putting those plug plates. So fairly easy gig, minus a little busted knuckles here and there and spilling some coolant. Everything went fairly painless. Well, next thing we did once we did the tuning was, and deletes were pretty much, started looking at 2nd gen swaps. There's a lot of kits out there. You could build your own kit. A lot of different turbo sizes, a lot of different, I guess, yes, when you say turbo sizes, 472s, 467s, 434s, your S300 series. I decided to stick with the S400 series. I did a lot of looking around. I did a lot of research. I did a lot of watching videos, I guess, here on YouTube, watching what different people were doing for their different applications. Me personally, this truck's my daily driver. I don't tow with it. It's just a truck that I've always dreamed of having, so I bought it, and it's going to be my daily driver. So goals for the truck: I want to make around 800 horsepower to the wheels and about 1,500 foot-pounds of torque. That's kind of what I eventually want to get to. Why? Just because I want it. So that's kind of the simple answer to it. Nothing in particular. Like I said, I don't tow. I got a tonneau cover on the back of it. I have a drop hitch, but I've yet to use it. So just daily driving, having a little horsepower, a little bit of fun, So that's why I decided to go with the WC Fab S467.7 with the forged mill wheel, FMW forged mill wheel, and the Steed Speed manifold. I got it all powder coated, a loose cherry, so it looks nice and pretty while it's sitting in there. The price was actually a lot cheaper than other kits that I was looking at, Fleece. I even looked at doing the Punisher S475 compound setup, but eventually I didn't want to tear my bottom of the motor up and eventually be bending rods with all the boost pressure you're going to be putting in. So decided not to go that route because I know you can get that power from a single turbo. So after the 2nd gen swap, I did not have head studs. I do have them in the garage. Still need to wait to install them. I was kind of I'm gentle on the throttle with it because I definitely don't want to be replacing a head gasket. So finally got those head studs purchased. That's going to be our first project on the channel. We'll be doing the head studs. We'll be doing the valve lash. Just showing you guys how to do all that stuff all here in one video. So when you look at this, you can see step by step how to do each bolt replacement. I'm going to do the 1-for-1 swap, and then I'm actually going to do the valve adjustment and show you guys how to set top flatbed center and come along with all that stuff. So got the head studs. Hopefully I can get on a little bit more without, you know, kind of a little bit of insurance or peace of mind when I'm actually getting into it. So the most pressure, I guess most boost I've seen on this truck is probably around 47 PSI. And that's when I'm like really getting into it, probably around third, fourth gear. So all right, next thing I want to talk about is the transmission itself. Talking about what kind of transmission upgrades are we going to go with. I've looked at many different options. I looked at RevMax, just doing the valve body swap, and doing a torque converter with them, and ability to put shaft. I've even put ads on, you know, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, looking for a stock transmission that I can rip open and actually learn how to, I guess, work on these things without, you know, tearing mine off and pulling mine out, not knowing what the hell I'm doing with it and messing something up. So there is a guy here local, DRT Transmission. He's out of Okmulgee, Oklahoma. So I've talked with him a few times. I think that's the route I'm going to go at the moment. I've entertained the idea of doing 48 swaps, man, but I'm not that serious with it, and I don't plan on beating this truck up like that. So if I was going for a 1200 horsepower truck, like I wanted to beat it up at the track, yeah, that would be something I'd look at, but not in this case, man. This is a daily driver. I do definitely want to keep it that way. So I think 800 horsepower daily driver is feasible with a 68 RFE transmission from DRT or what other company I decide I want to go with. That's going to be a little bit later on down the road. You know, I want to say when the transmission goes out, but I'm not sure. We'll see how that works out long term. Next thing to cover is gears. I think once I do the head studs, the gears are going to be the next thing I'm going to do. I want to do. I haven't made my mind up yet. I'm looking at 410s or I'm looking at 456s. 410s just because if I lower it back down, say to a 4-inch, or if I lower it back down to reverse level and put some just stock wheels and tires on, not stock wheels and tires, but stock diameter, say like 31s to 33s, the 410s would be perfect. If I'm going to stay on 37s, then I'm just going to do 456s. I haven't made up my mind yet. So yeah, the gears are definitely something I need to do. I'm riding around on stock 342s right now with 37s. There is a lot of shifting, a lot of shift flare, but this is all I know. I don't really know anything different. So my first Ram that I had was lifted with 37s on 342s. So still TBD when it comes to actually making that decision. So if anybody has some stock suspension laying around for a 2014, 2018 Ram 2500, I need radius arms, I need coils, I need sway bar end links, I need a drop pit, I need the pitman arm. So if you guys have any of that stuff that are trying to, you know, offload that stuff, get rid of it, hit me up, leave a comment down below. Hopefully you're closer than, you know, if you're closer than Oklahoma City metro area, I'd love to, you know, work out a deal with you. Shipping that stuff's going to be outrageous, and I'm not going to go piece together suspension at the dealership. So I know a lot of people out there are lifting these, so it should be too hard to come by. But yeah, that's pretty much my plans as of this moment. And the more I think about stuff, the more I bring stuff up. We'll talk about future mods for this, I guess, for this truck. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. All right, guys, here's a little view of the interior. Nothing real special on the inside, just basic, you know, infotainment center, Uconnect, and then we have our fuel pressure gauge, and our turbo boost gauge goes to about 60. Yeah, she's a baby truck, 31,000 miles or so, just crossed the other day. And then you come over here, we got our MM3 tuner. There's a few things on there that we're reading. It shows right now boost, rail pressure, alternator, EGT, and then gear position. So EGT, most I think I've seen is about 1100. Alternator, I got that up because I had some electrical issues in the past. I do have a check engine light right now. That's for a case pressure sensor, which since I just put my new valve cover on, it doesn't have a slot for that, so I disconnected that. Just need to get it retuned so it'll go out. So yeah, basic view of the inside, guys. Nothing too crazy. Here's a little hit for you. Hey guys, last but not least, appreciate you guys watching the video. Thanks for watching. You know, click subscribe, hit like. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Shoot me a comment down below. Hopefully we'll get all your questions answered, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much.